Hello everyone, I'm Eliza Marimla. My topic is all about N-Gonal flower patterns, mathematical investigation.
Our situation is Ida wants to create 50 flower beds and surround them with triangular, square, pentagonal, hexagonal, and heptagonal up to N-Gonal paving slabs. This investigation wants to answer the question, how many paving slabs are needed in 50 flower beds? For each polygon, we need to find a formula in order to answer the question. First, draw a flower beds using different types of polygon. Second, find a formula for each polygon. Third, make a general formula, then prove it using mathematical.
Let's start with triangular flower beds. So, mapapansin natin yung figure natin. Every flower bed, meron siyang tatlong paving slabs. Kapag dalawa na yung flower beds niya, may 6 paving slabs na siya. At kapag tatlong flower beds, may 9 paving slabs. And 4 flower beds, meron siyang 12 paving slabs. And so on and so forth. So, meron ulit tayong table dito between flower beds and paving slabs. Under sa flower beds, yung mga number of beds which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Under sa paving slabs, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. And then, hahanap tayo ng number na i-multiply dun sa number of beds at maghahanap tayo ulit ng number na i-add at kailangan yung makukuha nating sagot yung mga number of paving slabs. Like for example, dun sa una, 1 times 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Sa 2 times 2 is equal to 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. And so on and so forth. Ngayon, kung ano ang minultiply mo dun sa una, ganun din ang imumultiply mo sa lahat. And then, since yung number of sides natin is odd, magi-start tayo na mag-add sa 1. Tingnan natin sa una, nag-add tayo ng 1. Sa pangalawa, nag-add tayo ng 2, nag-add tayo ng 3 sa pangatlo, at nag-add tayo ng 4 sa pang-apat, at nag-add tayo ng 5 sa pang-lima. So, kung dadagdagan natin dito ng 6 pa, 6 times 2 plus 6 is equal to 18. At tandaan natin kung ano ang minultiply natin sa unang number, ganun din yung imumultiply natin sa lahat. At since yung number of sides natin is odd number, yung unang i-add natin sa una is plus 1 lagi. Tapos, madali na lang nun hanapin yung pangalawa kasi kasunod ng 1, laging plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, at plus 5. Laging ganyan. So, ginawa natin yung table na yan para may pang-guide tayo to get the formula in getting the slabs of a triangular flower bed. So, kung mapapansin natin sa formula natin, yung f times 2 plus quantity f plus 0 is equal to p. So, yung f natin, yung flower bed. Then, yung times 2, yung minultiply natin sa mga number ng flower beds natin. Plus, another f plus 0. So, tandaan natin, kapag yung number of sides natin is odd number, yung a-add natin dito is laging 0. And then, is equal to p. Then, combine like terms, 2f plus f. So, our formula in getting the slabs of a triangular flower bed is p is equal to 3f, where f is the number of flower beds, where p is the number of paving slabs. At meron tayong another explanation dito, which is, sabi, each time the pattern is by adding 3 more paving slabs. To start with, we need 3. So, pinakita din dito sa diagram and sa ating generalization, which is P is equal to 3F. Then prove using mathematical induction. Let f is equal to f plus 1. So yung 3f natin, yun yung formula natin. And then p sub f is equal to 3f. Since yung f natin is equal to f1, magiging p sub f plus 1 is equal to 3. Quantity f plus 1. So our final answer is 3f plus 3. So yung 3 natin dito, for every one flower bed added in this model, 3 slabs are added. Pinakita natin dito kung ilang slabs yung nadadagdagan kada bed. Since we already have a formula, ngayon gagawa muna tayo ng mga example. Meron dito, when f is equal to 1, ano naman yung paving slabs natin? So, P is equal to 3F, then substitute the value of F, which is 1. 3 times 1 is equal to 3. So, yung paving slabs natin, sa isang flower bed, meron 3. Then, when F is 2, ano naman yung P natin? Then, P is equal to 3F. So, substitute 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So, sa dalawang flower beds, meron 6 na paving slabs. Let's go back to our question, which is how many slabs are needed in 50 flower beds. We have 50 flower beds, and then, hanapin natin kung ilang paving slabs yung gagamitin natin. P is equal to 3F, then substitute the value of F, which is 50. 3 times 50 is equal to 150. Therefore, we can conclude that we need 150 triangular paving slabs to surround 50 flower beds. Another polygon, which is pentagonal flower beds. So, our pattern for pentagonal flower bed is, for every flower bed, meron siyang 5 paving slabs. 2 flower beds, 10 paving slabs, 3 flower beds, 15 paving slabs, 4 flower beds is equal to 20 paving slabs. So, gumawa rin ako ng table dito para mas maintindihan natin. And then, kung sa triangular flower bed, nang multiply tayo ng 2, dito naman sa pentagonal flower bed is magmumultiply tayo ng 4 at sabi ko nga kapag ang side ng polygon is odd number, ang number na i-add natin sa unang row is laging 1. And then sa susunod is 2, then sa sumunod is 3, and then sa sumunod is 4, and so on and so forth. And then titignan natin sa first row, 1 times 4 is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. And then sa 2 times 4 plus 2 is equal to 10. And then sa 3 times 4 plus 3 is equal to 15, and so on and so forth. So our formula for this polygon is f times 4 plus quantity f plus 0 is equal to p. So combine like terms, 4f plus f is equal to p. So our formula in getting the slabs of a pentagonal flower bed is p is equal to 5f, where f is the number of flower beds, where p is the number of paving slabs. And then meron tayong another explanation dito. Each time the pattern is by adding 5 more paving slabs. To start with, we need 5. Makikita natin sa diagram. And then sa our generalization is p is equal to 5f. Then, let's now prove using mathematical induction. Let f is equal to f plus 1, where 5f is our formula. And then p sub f is equal to 5f. And then p sub f plus 1 is equal to 5 quantity f plus 1. So our final answer is 5f plus 5. Hence, for every one flower bed added in this model, 5 slabs are. Since we already have a formula, so we have example here. When f is 1, our p is 5. And when f is 3, our paving slabs is 15. So let's go back to our question, which is how many slabs are needed in 50 flower beds. We have the value of f here is 50, and then P is equal to 5F is equal to 5. Substitute the value of F, which is 50, and then 50 times 5 is equal to 250. Therefore, we can conclude that we need 250 pentagonal paving slabs to surround 50 flower beds. And now let us find the general formula whose sides are odd number. Let n be the number of sides of a polygon. Let f be the number of flower beds. So our general formula for the polygons whose sides are odd number is p is equal to nf. So ngayon, i-check natin gamit ang our general formula kung yung mga nakuha nating formula dun sa mga polygons is tama. Let us find the formula of triangular flower beds. Since the number of sides of a triangle is 3, let n is equal to 3. So our general formula is P is equal to NF. So P is equal to 3F. Therefore, we can conclude that the formula in finding the number of paving slabs in triangular flower bed is P is equal to 3F. Let us find the formula of a pentagonal flower beds. Since the number of sides of a pentagon is 5, let n is equal to 5. Then our general formula is P is equal to NF. P is equal to 5F. Therefore, we can conclude that the formula in finding the number of paving slabs in pentagonal flower bed is P is equal to 5. So, tama yung mga nakuha nating formula bawat polygons dun sa triangle at pentagon. So, now let us prove the general formula using mathematical induction. For odd numbers, we have P is equal to NF. So, N is equal to odd and F is equal to K. Then P is equal to NK. Assume that it is true. So let N is equal to odd number and let F is equal to K plus 1. Then substitute the value of F, which is K plus 1. And then N, quantity K plus 1 is equal to P plus N. Then N times K plus N is equal to NK plus N. So, tama yung nakuha nating general formula for the polygon whose sides are odd numbers. So, now let's start with the polygons whose sides are even numbers. So, we have square flower beds. So, our pattern for square flower bed is every flower bed, meron siyang 4 paving slabs. At kapag may dalawang flower beds na, may 7 paving slabs. Sa 3 flower beds, may 10 paving slabs. And sa 4 na flower beds, may 13 na paving slabs. So, meron ulit tayo ditong relationship between flower beds and paving slabs. So, mapapansin natin dito, nag-multiply tayo ng 2. So, kung ano yung minultiply natin sa unang number of beds, ganun din yung minultiply natin sa mga sumunod na number of flower beds. So, nag-add tayo ng 2 sa unang flower bed para makuha yung 4 paving slabs. And sa pangalawang flower bed, nag-add tayo ng 3 para makuha yung 7. At sa sumunod, 4 para makuha yung 10. At sa sumunod, 5 para makuha yung 13. At sa sumunod ay nag-add tayo ng plus 6 para makuha yung 16. So, our formula for this polygon is F times 2 plus quantity F plus 1 is equal to P. Kaya naging plus 1 yon kasi yung unang number na inad natin sa first row is 2. So, yung 2 na yon, ima-minus natin ng 1, makukuha natin is 1. So, yung 1 na yon, yun yung ipa-plus natin dun sa makukuha nating formula. So, 2F plus 1 is equal to P. Combine like terms. So, yung makukuha nating formula is P is equal to 3F plus 1. And then, meron another na explanation dito, which is each time the pattern is by adding 3 more paving slabs. To start with, we need 1. Each flower bed is surrounded by 4 square slabs. So, makikita natin sa diagram na ganun nga. At ang ating generalization is P is equal to 3F plus 1. So now let's prove using mathematical induction. Let f is equal to f plus 1. So 3f plus 1, yun yung formula natin. So p sub f is equal to 3f plus 1. Then substitute pf plus 1. P sub f plus 1 is equal to 3 quantity f plus 1 plus 1. So yung makukuha natin is 3f plus 3 plus 1. So our final answer is 3f plus 1 plus 3. So yung 3f plus 1 natin, yun yung formula natin. And then yung plus 3, for every one flower bed added in this model, 3 slabs are added. So pinakita natin kung ilan yung nag-a-add na paving slabs kapag nag-a-add din tayo ng flower bed. So since meron na tayong formula, dito naman tayo sa mga example. When f is 1, our p is 4. When f is 3, our paving slab is 10. So let's go back to our question, which is how many slabs are needed in 50 flower beds. We have 50 flower beds, and our formula is p is equal to 3f plus 1. So substitute the value of f, which is 50. So 3 times 50 plus 1. Therefore, we can conclude that we need 151 square paving slabs to surround 50 flower beds. So another polygon, which is octagonal flower beds. So dito naman yung pattern natin is every flower bed meron siyang 8 paving slabs. Kapag dalawa na yung flower beds, may 13 paving slabs. At kapag 3 flower beds, may 18 paving slabs na siya. At kapag 4 flower beds, may 23 paving slabs. So dito naman, nag-multiply tayo ng 4 sa lahat ng number of flower beds. So sa first row, para makuha natin yung 8, nag-add tayo ng 4. Sa sumunod naman, nag-add tayo ng 5 para makuha yung 13. At sa sumunod naman, nag-add tayo ng 6 para makuha yung 18. At nag-add tayo ng 7 sa pang-apat para makuha natin yung 23 paving slabs. At nag-add tayo ng 8 sa pang-limang flower beds para makuha natin yung 28 na paving slabs. So our formula is f times 4 plus quantity f plus 3 is equal to p. So kaya naging 3 yon, yung una nating inad na number is 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. And then combine like terms, 4f plus 3 is equal to p. Then our formula is p is equal to 5f plus 3. So our formula in getting the slabs of octagonal flower bed is p is equal to 5f plus 3, where f is the number of flower beds, where p is the number of paving slabs. So now, prove using mathematical induction. Let f is equal to f plus 1. Now, we have 5f plus 3 here. Yun yung formula natin. And then, p sub f is equal to 5f plus 3. So, substitute the value of f, which is f plus 1. So, 5 sub f plus 1 is equal to 5 quantity f plus 1 plus 3. So, 5f plus 5 plus 3. So, our final answer is quantity 5f plus 3 plus 5. Yung 5 na yon, for every flower bed added in this model, 5 slabs are added. So, napakita natin using mathematical induction. Since we already have a formula, dito naman tayo sa mga example. For example 1, when f is 1, our p is 8. When f is 4, our paving slab is 23. So let's go back to our question, which is how many slabs are needed in 50 flower beds. So we have 50 flower beds here. So our paving slab is p is equal to 5f plus 3. So substitute the value of f, which is 50. Then 5 times 50 plus 3 is equal to 253. Therefore, we can conclude that we need 253 octagonal paving slabs to surround 50 flower beds. So, dito naman tayo sa decagon flower beds. So, our pattern for decagon flower bed is sa isang flower bed, meron tayong 10 paving slabs. At kapag dalawa na yung flower beds natin, may 16 paving slabs na tayo. At kapag 3 na, may 22 paving slabs. At kapag may 4 na flower beds, may 28 paving slabs na tayo. So, dito naman sa decagon flower beds, nag-multiply tayo ng 5 sa lahat ng number of flower beds. So, para makuha natin yung 10, nag-add tayo ng 5 sa una. Sa pangalawang flower beds, nag-add na tayo ng 6 para makuha yung total of 16 paving slabs. At sa pangatlong flower beds, nag-add na tayo ng 7 para makuha natin yung 22 paving slabs. At ganoon na rin sa 8 para makuha natin ang 28 paving slabs. At ganoon na rin sa plus 9 para makuha natin yung total of 34 paving slabs sa 5 flower beds. So, eto na yung formula natin. F times 5 plus quantity F plus 4 is equal to P. So, yung 4 natin, yun yung 5 na nanggaling dun sa first row na in-add natin, which is 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So, combine like terms, 5F plus 4 is equal to P. So, our formula for this is P is equal to 6F plus 4, where F is the number of flower beds and P is the number of paving slabs. Let's prove using mathematical induction. Let F is equal to F plus 1. 6F plus 4, yun yung formula natin for decagon flower bed. So, P sub F is equal to 6F plus 4. Ngayon, substitute natin yung value ng F, which is F plus 1. P sub F plus 1 is equal to 6 quantity F plus 1 plus 4. So, yung makukuha natin is 6F plus 6 plus 4. So, 6F plus 4 plus 6. So, yung 6 na yun, for every 1 flower bed added in this model, 6 slabs are added. So, napakita natin kung ilan yung i-add natin bawat. Since we already have a formula, we will answer our question. But before that, let's example number 1. When F is equal to 2, our P is 16. When F is equal to 3, our paving slabs is 22. So, let's go back to our question, which is how many slabs are needed in 50 flower beds. We have here where F is equal to 50. So, P is equal to 6F plus 4. Substitute the value of F, 6 times 50 plus 4. Therefore, we can conclude that we need 304 decagon paving slabs to surround 50 flower beds. So, let's find the general formula whose sides are even number. Let N be the number of sides of a polygon. Let F be the number of flower beds. So, our N over 2 plus 1 is the number of paving slabs added per bed. And quantity N over 2 plus 1 times F, formula to get our first term. And then, N over 2 minus 1, formula to get second term. So, our general formula for polygons whose sides are even number is P is equal to quantity N minus over 2 plus 1 times F plus quantity N over 2. So, para malaman natin kung tama yung mga formula na nakuha natin bawat polygons, gagamitin natin tong general formula. So, first, let us find the formula of square flower beds. Since the number of side of a square is 4, let N is equal to 4. So, substitute lahat natin yung mga value ng N sa 4. So, P is equal to quantity N over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus quantity N over 2 plus minus 1. So, magiging 4 over 2 plus 1 multiplied by f plus 4 over 2 minus 1. So, ang final answer natin is 3f plus 1. Therefore, we can conclude that the formula in finding the number of paving slabs in a square flower bed is 3f plus 1. So, tama yung nakuha natin. So, let us find the formula of octagon flower beds. Since the number of sides of octagon is 8, let n is equal to 8. So, P is equal to quantity n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus n over 2 minus 1. So, our final answer is 5F plus 3. Therefore, we can conclude that the formula in finding the number of paving slabs in octagonal flower bed is 5F plus 3. So, tama ulit. Let us find the formula of decagon flower beds. Since the number of side of decagon is 10, let n is equal to 10. So, isa-substitute lahat natin ng n sa 10. So, P is equal to quantity n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus quantity n over 2 minus 1. So, 10 over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus quantity 10 minus over 2 minus 1. So, 5 plus 1 multiplied by F plus quantity 5 minus 1. So, our final answer is 6F plus 4. Therefore, we can conclude that the formula in finding the number of paving slabs in decagon flower bed is 6F plus 4. Let us prove the general formula using mathematical induction. For even numbers, we have P is equal to quantity n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus quantity n over 2 minus 1, where n is even and F is equal to K. So, n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus quantity n over 2 minus 1 is equal to P. Assume that it is true. So, let n is equal to even number and F is equal to K plus 1. So, we have n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by K plus 1 plus quantity n over 2 minus 1 is equal to P plus quantity n over 2 plus 1. Then, substitute P. So, we have n plus 2 plus 1 multiplied by K plus 1 plus quantity n over 2 minus 1 is equal to quantity n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by K plus quantity n over 2 minus 1 plus quantity n over 2 plus 1. So, our final answer is n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by K plus quantity n over 2 plus 1 plus quantity n over 2 minus 1 is equal to n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by K plus n over 2 plus 1 plus n over 2 minus 1. So, nag-equal sila. Now, we can conclude that the general formula in finding the number of paving slabs in polygons whose sides are even number is P is equal to n over 2 plus 1 multiplied by F plus n over 2 minus 1. However, the general formula in finding the number of paving slabs in polygons whose sides are odd number is P is equal to n multiplied by F. So, yun lamang po. Thank you po.